can't really leak much, but we do have some new...
Damn it, I was hoping to get all the leaks today.
Resi's gonna hate me if I say this. But...
We've all just got to be in this together. We're all in this together. Sorry, I had to break out in a High School Musical song.
Yeah, hello.
Hello.
G'day.
Okay, I think that's good. Perfecto.
My camera's running at like 2 FPS right now, but hey,
Thank you for being here. It's really exciting to see you because I don't think I've spoken to you for, let's say, months, maybe
probably
longer.
6 to 7, probably 4.
Yeah.
About that, yeah.
There you go. So thanks for taking the time to be interviewed today. Let's start with some questions, okay? So beginning with your journey into esports and Rocket League. So can you tell us what first drew you into Rocket League and esports?
So this is a bit of a wild one, but there might be some people that relate to this. So I started off as a Call of Duty trick shotter.
Okay.
So I used to spin in COD, and then I got addicted into Rocket League for watching on 7 Main when it was on RLCS, when it was on free-to-air TV in Australia.
Yeah.
And then I got into that with one of my mates in real life, and then we started trick shotting in Rocket League, doing spins and stuff, and then I just got hooked ever since then. But the esports side of it naturally came across as Fiz6 grew, but that was just a natural growth. And then we just had a couple of friends that were in the scene, and then we just got some connections through that into the esports scene. But other than that, it really started from us playing Call of Duty, and then we just got addicted. It was just unique in its own way.
So could you kind of walk us through what kind of inspired you from transitioning it more to a community base to now an organization?
So it started with me and Ruin. So not many people know Ruin, but he's the other original founder of Fiz6 Gaming. So we were always part of, similarly again, this started from the COD scene. We were always in teams, in freestyle teams, trick shotting teams. And there wasn't really a spot in the OCE scene for freestylers at that time. So this was about 4 or 5 years ago, I would say. Mm-hmm. So we just had some good friends that we met through casual and just playing the game, and then we were hitting clips with them, and then we built a little community around that. And then one night, me and Ruin were together in real life having a couple of drinks around his fire, and then we thought, why not we just put a name against it and just see what happens. And then from then, I don't know what happened. We just found Pseudo, and then from Pseudo, the TacFizz came along, and then that just naturally built. And then once everyone started to realize who we were, and like, we're just normal human beings and just trying to have a bit of fun, trying to build a name for the community for freestyle, and it just really took apart. Like, members were coming in from all over the shop, and we just wanted to have fun. That's all it was at the end of the day, was us just having fun.
Yeah.
And then more so on the esports side, it was really, to be honest, it was really just, I don't know how to explain it. We just thought, why not? Mm-hmm. That was it. It was just a why not moment with Redzilla, Razzie, and Ruin, and we've never looked back. And like, I've never regretted making Fiz6 ever. Yeah. It's just, it's home, it's family to me.
Yeah, and it always Fiz6, from an outsider perspective, because I'm not too active in the Discord and everything, but every time I do come into the Discord, it seems always so active and everyone's having a great time. So it's really inspiring that you've built such a great community, and that, being an organization aside, having those foundations and being able to play games offline with your friends, I think that is something to be very proud of.
That's one of the main things we wanted to focus on, was everyone was welcome. Like, we don't care where you're from, what background, who you believe in. Like, we all bleed the same color in my eyes. Like, I'm a Curie fella myself. Like, some people feel a bit antsy about that, but like, we're all human. That's how I see it. Everyone's welcome. As long as you're having fun, less hate in the world. That's all I care about.
I love that. It's a really good mindset to have, and I agree with you. So what were the biggest milestones or turning points during your early journey with Fiz6?
So probably the first video, which released on my birthday, that's when the Fiz6 name really was branded anywhere. Mm-hmm. And then we move into, like, say, the esports side, and then our first roster with Matthew, Big Brewster, and Drea. Like, that roster itself, they were a top 64 team at that point in time. And the biggest milestone, I think, still to my date, is helping a top 64 team get the first ever top 16, top 12 finish.
Amazing.
And now all of a sudden, they're consistently some of the top players in the region. So seeing them just evolve from what we had hopefully helped them develop into, that is one of the main things I'm very grateful about. And also, I would give a shout out to CX9, Antonio and Sarah, for getting us first ever top 8s. Those boys, I've never screamed so loud. I got a noise complaint and everything, but it was worth it.
I love that. Let's talk about kind of running an organization and competing in RLCS. So how do you split your time between organizational responsibilities and competitive play involvement, balancing it all?
So it's a very tough balance, especially like we do have a certain amount of staff members, but also a lot of it all comes through the main three, which is me, Red, and Rezi. So it's a stressful motivation, especially when there's financial stability involved as well. It really takes a toll on you mentally. But we found just having the fun and bringing the RLCS players, the competitive side that weren't really into the content side, just bringing them into our community and showing them that you can just be yourself and people enjoy you for who you are and just have fun. Like that's all we cared about. Like we never really put pressures on results. We never had set results, none of that. We just wanted them to, as long as they're enjoying being underneath our name and just enjoying us around them, and that's all we cared about really. But as you said, like the difference between RLCS and trying to mix and match both of them, it is very tough, but as long as you have like a solid group around you, anything is possible. You just gotta have that mindset.
Okay, so what goes into managing a team competing in OCE qualifiers and RLCS?
Oh, you don't want to lose your head. Like OCE, like I'm gonna be honest here, it is easily one of, if not the most toxic place for Rocket League. And that is the harsh reality right now. And it sucks to say that. Like it wasn't like this back in the day. And that's harsh. It really wasn't like this, and that hurts me. It's a very, very tough mental game because you're going to make some decisions as an organization, and you're going to release a player or you pick up a new player or something that's the community's going to disagree with, and that's going to turn on you. And then they're going to be upset with you as a person, and then you as an organization, you as a brand, and then it can really upset you. But it's just, at the end of the day, like we just want to have fun, man. Like it's just a community thing. We're here for the community, not for the money at the end of the day. Like I don't know. It's just a tough one, that one.
I feel like everything you're saying, I'm just like, I agree, it's true.
Exactly.
And in terms of OCE toxicity, not surprised that you mentioned that.
I feel like it's also like a lot of these younger players that are coming into the scene are getting pushed away because they don't like how it's looking, and it's an ego thing as well, where some of the top teams ain't gonna play with these younger teams that are coming up because they're not good enough for them or something. But how is the region supposed to grow when you're not giving the help to the new generation that's coming up? Like it's like they complain that we don't do good, but then they don't help out the others that are trying to get better.
Yeah, we've all just got to be in this together. We're all in this together. Sorry, I had to break out in a High School Musical song. I'm sorry. It's just, like, you know when you hear like trigger words, you're just like, I have like this musical in my head that constantly plays. But enough about me. This is about you and your interview. So I'm gonna shush now. What processes do you have for recruitment, training, and roster transitions in the OCE Draft League context?
Oh, so Draft League.
Yeah.
So as I casted the first season that we ever were somewhat a part of Draft League, so I watched a lot of the tryouts and had a lot of talks with the management of the team. So I had a lot of intel, and so I went into ODL with an open, clear mind of we're just going to run as much tryouts as we pretty much humanly can whenever we're free from our day jobs and whatever we do in life.
Yeah.
And so we ran probably, I think it was try to run at least 2 to 3 a day of each division.
Yeah.
We try to get at least a division a day in, and I don't know. It wasn't anything to do with favoritism. It was really whoever was really just a good bloke, good human.
Yeah.
Like it was a good person in the core, was actually getting along with everyone, didn't care how other people were, because it was just a mix and match of personalities as well.
Yeah.
And who really just showed us that they want to represent us and played well in the tryouts. That's what really showed it to us.
Yeah, exactly. So let's talk about content media casting as well, because I feel like you've done a bit of casting yourself. I have seen it, I think last year sometime. So Fiz6 emphasizes both competitive and content creation. How do you balance these objectives? So, because I know you do a little bit of RLCS, or you did in the past, and you also do quite a few videos on YouTube, etc. So what are your priorities here? Is it more the pro RLCS scene, or you're going to focus more on the YouTube content creation scene, or have a balance of both?
So we're in a transition for Six. So we're moving pretty much into a double focus. So we'll mainly, back in the day, for the last, I'll say 2 years, we'll mainly focus on, say, one subject. So like, I would say 2 years ago, we're mainly focused on that competitive side, and that's when we really push that side. But then we're also keeping up with our YouTube videos. But it's tough to match, but at the moment, we are really focusing on our content videos. Like we've got 3 to about 5 videos at the moment being edited. So it's a lot on our case right now. And we also have, I can't really leak much, but we do have some new...
Damn it, I was hoping to get all the leaks today.
Leslie's gonna hate me if I say this, but we have some new future logo-wise stuff coming in the future. That's all I can really say related to that. But yeah, RLCS we are focusing on competitive side, but not really mainly focusing on top level for Rocket League at this aspect. We are focusing on at the moment, we're focused on about 3 to 5 titles in the future coming soon.
Now let's move on to challenges and wins in the OCE scene. So what are some unique challenges of operating in the OCE region, especially in teams of geographic isolation and limited competition?
You nailed it there. It's the outreach for sure. Like, it's really hard for any organization, any player, content creation really to get a massive foot in the door in the content creation side, just in the international aspect of international eyes, really.
Yeah.
Like, you got to find a weird niche in a ready niche. So it's hard to explain, but as OCE, I think we are starting to grow with the Australian government, starting to bring in some stuff for the organisations within the OCE, especially with esports, especially with council now getting involved as well. I think there is going to be potentially more lands and so on in Australia, at least. I don't know much about New Zealand and so on. We can only hope, but I did hear some things coming. But also, it's just, you just got to find, I don't know, content creation is pretty somewhat easier because you can really connect to other content creators outside of the country, but competitive wise, there's just not much there. That's the harsh reality. There's not much there for sponsors or anything really to branch into and help the community grow itself, because RLCS in general, and I hate to say it, Epic Games ain't helping. Like, nothing's helping. They're not doing anything. It sucks. Like, the region's dying. The region's dying, and that's just a harsh reality.
So now let's talk about some of your proudest achievements for Fiz6. What would you say would be your proudest or most satisfying moments in OCE RL for Fiz6?
I got to give it to the top 8 with Sour, CX9 and Tonio. They're just the euphoria that me, Rezi, Paddy, Redzilla, there was all 4 owners in the core together with a couple of our community members in the core, and we had, I don't even know how many was in the stream, but the Discord was just going off its chops. And then, like, there's that moment where, like, we realized that, damn, like, we actually have done something. Like, people are excited for us to reach a goal that we wanted to hit, like, all time. And, like, seeing that was easily, like, the all time, like, just gratitude from the community, and just grateful. I'm just forever grateful for that moment. But I also got to give a shout out to that first roster. That first roster was just bringing them up. I just love seeing those boys grow, because I have a great connection with pretty much every roster we've had, and I just love seeing the players we had. Just nice to meet me. It's just like a fathery moment, but it's not, if you get me.
No, I do get you. I remember when Scrims won the regional. I was on the same boat. But I would have loved to hear the voice chat when you guys got that win.
You don't wanna. It was beep, bleep, beep, 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 about for 30 seconds straight, I reckon, with just F-bombs being thrown, like, no way. Like, it was, I ran around my house. It was just, euphoria was just it. That's the best way to explain it.
Now let's talk about views on Rocket League esports, and also advice from your personal perspective. How would you describe the current state of Rocket League esports in OCE compared to other regions? And I know that we've already spoken a little bit about this throughout the interview, but in summary, what are your overall kind of thoughts about its current state in comparison to other regions?
I feel like it's fallen apart. This is me being real. As someone who's been a part of it, and we're still somewhat classified as a new organisation when we've been a part of the scene for about 4 years in RLCS. So I don't know how we're still new, but...
We're still new, I get it.
What I've seen, from the first couple of years to now, I feel like the salaries have gone up, the prize pool's gone down. That's a major turning point. If Epic Games didn't increase the prize pool to about top 64, I find is absolutely fucking stupid. Mind my language, but that's the best way to explain that. And then also, top 8 main positions, I feel like should be solidified. They should have at least into close qualities or Swiss bracket. In my opinion, that's always should be a thing, because that gives the orgs a bit of solidification of like they're set. They've made where they are. They're okay for now. They don't need to stress about their roster not making this in the next week, because everyone has an off day. We all know that. Everyone you can be the best player in the world, and you can wake up one morning and have the worst day of your life and play worse than the bronze. Like it happens. I just wish Epic Games really just like understand that they're killing this game a lot more. It's not even just the esports side in general. It's the entire scene of Rocket League. I feel like when training got rid of, that was, I would say 40% of the community got absolutely shafted. As someone who was a part of that collection community that loved trading, was a part of all the Facebook groups, all the Discord. Like, I would say there was half the population was part of that community. And then they got rid of that. Then now it's just, they just release new skins. They don't fix the DDoSes. The DDoSes, that shit does my head in. How can you say you're sending out cease and desist orders to people in Fortnite, but you won't absolutely apprehend anyone to do with Rocket League who are terrorizing the top competitive, and now no one wants to play the comp scene because they're sick of DDoS. So they're ruining the competitive and the young uprooting of the players that are the young guns that are coming up, because no one wants to play comp. So then they have to go to 6-mans, and then they don't mix and match with people in 6-mans, and they don't enjoy it, and it's just a domino effect. It all starts, from my opinion, Epic Games, and that's like my truth. That's just how I see it.
And I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who would, agree with you. So it's a hard one with Rocket League, and the future is so unpredictable. We can only hope that things will improve. And I know the previous interview that I just had, we was talking about transparency, and just a little bit more of that would be great. Absolutely. Okay, so I know that we just again spoke about this with Psionic and Epic, etc. So what changes or support would you like to see from Psionics or a third-party organization to help OCE grow?
Bring back ESL. That tournament brought so many young faces and new faces into the scene that were playing with some of the top players, and they showed themselves. Like, I remember seeing an ESL tag in a game, and I thought, oh my god, that man's a legend. Like, that's how it used to be back in the day. And they just fixed the prize pool. Like, I know we're not a big seed. I know OCE, APAC, you're not the best in regionals and lands and so on, but they need to fix the prize pool. I say cut it down to a top 16, top 24 prize pool, like even that, and just give the top 8 teams a bit more cut, because I feel like they're getting absolutely shafted for the amount of hours and work they put in. They're getting $7,000 if that event. Like, that's not worth it as an organization to compete by paying the player's salary that are wanting like $1,000, this and that. Like, the player's salary doesn't mix and match for what you're paying for. If they want the region and just RLCS to survive, they've got to make it feasible for organizations to compete. Otherwise, players are going to leave because they're not going to have money. They're not going to have guaranteed money coming in. They're not going to compete as hard. It's the harsh reality. I just wish the old days, like, there were some issues with the old days, but there wasn't this many issues.
What kind of advice would you give those new people coming into Rocket League scene or breaking into the industry? What advice would you give them?
To have fun. Just have fun, and there is going to be people that are trying to bring you down at any given time. That is the truth. In life, you're not going to impress everyone. That is how it is. If you enjoy playing the game just for playing the game, and you're good at the game, just have fun with your mates. If you get to a limit, just experience it. Just take a dip. Take yourself out of your comfort zone. That's how I see it. Also, don't let people get to you. Like, that's the thing. I have to say it again. Like, this scene, like, they don't like new people. It's just a sad thing. I hate saying it, but it's just how it is. Like, why would you want to spend your hours playing a video game just to be talked shit on, just to be hated on? Like, when you're trying to improve and get better, and then you ask a top team, can I scrim against you? Oh no, you're not good enough. Like, what?
Yeah.
How are you supposed to like, oh, I want to play this game? Yeah, right.
So we are coming down to the last question. What mistakes have you learnt from others, that others might avoid when starting out in esports?
Negotiate. Always negotiate. Because some teams will take money for money. They don't care who you are as a human. They don't care how nice you are. They will take advantage of how nice you are. If you want to say, like, I would say a top 16, like, I'm not going to call out names. They've tried to say they were a $1,000 team. I laughed at them. You got to be upfront as well. If you're coming into an organization, you really got to be yourself. Be like, stay true, be you, be honest and truthful, and always just be like, show everything. Like, if there's something happening within your organization, within your team, talk about it. Don't hide behind it, because then you're going to get people thinking, and they're going to think the worst instantly. Just talk.
Transparency. There you go.
Transparency. That's the word I was looking for, but I had no chance.
That is a theme for today, I believe. Transparency. Yeah. Yep, completely agree. I feel like in terms of salary, Rocket League salaries and rosters, we could talk about this offline for hours.
All day.
But I probably will stop it there for this interview, because, I might say something that I don't want on this interview. So I'll take it off now. But lastly, is there anything else that you want to say about Fiz6?
We've got some good merch line. We've got a new website we just dropped, which a lot of people, we had over, I think it was 32,000 connections within the first 2 weeks. So that was
amazing.
A thank you to everyone for supporting us there. Also, we just got a couple YouTube videos coming out on our main channel, which is like a dual touch for our freestylers. We've got a CCH video, then we've also got like a roster reveal coming out. So we've got a little bit of stuff and then some content stuff in the future. But other than that, we're just having fun. That's all it is.
I love that.
And also, we did go on a break. This might get put in. We did go on a break for about a year. I wanted to talk on this topic because a lot of people have asked, where have we been for last year?
Mm-hmm.
I lost my job because of my injury. So that was a tough spot. Plus we had Red just got married and bought a house, and then Rezi, he was moving as well. So it was a very rough spot for the free owners. Plus it was a weird spot in the scene as well. Like, we didn't really have the best result, which we really didn't care about. It was just the way people acted towards us after that result. We felt like we were talked down upon for no reason. And also, I'm going to call out some casters here as well, which they're going to hate me as a caster myself. Stop talking down on teams and organizations just because you dislike one person on that team. You are ruining their hopes and their fun and enjoyment of playing it. I remember we watched a stream, and then there was a singular caster that was just saying negative stuff about our organization. I have never felt more disrespected in my life. Like, that was just like, what's the point of going if you're just going to talk negative? Like, we've done nothing but try to spread love and build up a community, and then we go onto a mainstream, and then the own casters that are on the mainstream are talking down on the organization. Like, it's very upsetting, and I hate the one to call it out, but I have to say that before we end this interview.
Yeah, no, I feel like I can relate. Again, won't mention any names, but
I'm not going to mention names, but they probably know who I'm talking about.
Yeah. And unfortunately, it's currently the nature of the scene at the moment. People have platforms that they can expressively just say whatever they want, and I think they can get away with it. Yeah, and it's not nice at the end of the day. It's simple as that. It's just not nice. Everyone just try to be positive and have fun. And this is why I love and appreciate Fiz6 so much, because even without having caught up with you for such a long time, I can already see, like, from the people who are part of your community, how active and how much they love that community and being a part of it. And it is so much fun there. So really, really happy that you guys are still around, and I only wish you the very best for whatever's next. Noah, thank you so much for taking your time to get interviewed today, and I hope it hasn't been too painful for you.
It's completely fine. Like, I came into this with no warm-up, you did send me the questions, but I didn't even look over them. I just wanted this to be more unauthentic as possible, like, and talk about what's really on my mind. And I know I probably went over the same subjects, but just like a lot, but that's the main thing that is on my mind at the moment for this Rocket League scene. Like, until that shit can be fixed, like, there's not much, it's not going to improve, and that's the harsh reality.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm sure the people who watch this video appreciate the fact that you are being so open and transparent about your views on, as an esports organization owner, but also as an active player and contributor to the community. So thank you for sharing everything that you've mentioned today. We really appreciate you, Fiz6, and everything that you guys do for the scene. So genuinely thank you for being around, and hopefully you guys stick around and we see more from you.
It's our honour. It's my honour as well to take it on to as this interview as a part of Fiz6. But yeah, we will be sticking around. We're not leaving yet.
Yay! Thank you, Noah. I will end the interview here, and hopefully we can catch up properly offline sometime soon. If you want to learn more about Fiz6 and what they're up to next, make sure to check out their website at fiz6gaming.com.